I just want my hair like this here for this video because I did it in the last video and I really like it, except it keeps on going to this side, but I just want it to this side. I know that's a bit like rambly, but anyway. What I'm going to do in this video is the 17 random question tag, and I was tagged from Kitty Beach, or by Kitty Beach, because she said that anybody that hasn't done it already should do it. So I like watching her videos, especially her like shopping hauls, like grocery shopping hauls. It's very interesting and it makes me want to try the stuff if I haven't already tried it. Yeah, and I love her nail videos as well. Like she does what is it again called, weekly nails or something like that, anyway. And I think it's really cool and I would love to do something like that sometime, but I don't really paint my nails like I don't paint my nails that often, like really. I have been painting my nails a bit more because I'm doing the project polish, but I still don't do it that too much. But anyway, first off, there's 17 questions, so I will start. The first question is, how did you get your YouTube name? Now, I think that I've already kind of answered this in another video, but I will say, like, I don't know, I was bored one day and I was talking to my friend Roisin. I never knew how to like pronounce her name because it doesn't, I don't know, I just never knew. But anyway, I was talking to her, like this was years ago. I was probably about 15, I'm not totally sure. But it was actually my name for Vampire Freaks. Yes, I was on Vampire Freaks because I was a goth. And I still count myself as a vampire. But only because I'm a night owl and, you know, I just like the night and yeah. I like biting sometimes. I used to bite my brother whenever he was like, well, whenever we were younger, whenever we were fighting, I just bit him or nipped him. That's horrible, but anyway, don't do that anymore. We don't fight anymore. We're good. Anyway, how I got my YouTube name was I asked Roisin what names that she could come up with for me, for Vampire Freaks, and that name just shone out at me and I grabbed it and I was like, right, I'm having that name for Vampire Freaks. So I did it, and then whenever I was joining YouTube, I just thought, you know what, I'm going to be different and I'm going to be Ties on Your Corset because I like that name and I wanted to go somewhere like else with it. That's pretty much it. I like it because it sounds very kind of like seductive and I just like it like that, but I don't know why, but anyway. Anyway, the second question is, if you could change your name, what would it be? Now, I wouldn't really change my name that much if I was going to change my name. Obviously, like whenever I get married, if that happens. Hopefully it does. Obviously I'll have their name, but I would I used to not like my name Naomi, but I do now. I really like my name. Naomi Elizabeth sounds really, really nice. But I wanted to, whenever I didn't really like my name, I wanted to put Elizabeth first, so that was my first name, and Naomi was my second name, or my middle name, just because obviously I didn't want to like be too much like my mum and dad gave me that name, so I wanted to kind of keep that Naomi in my name, so I would be Elizabeth Naomi, but it doesn't have the same ring to it, so I like Naomi Elizabeth now. But if it, and also I would probably, whenever I get married, I'll probably change my middle name, just slightly. It'll still be Elizabeth. I might not do it, but I might do it. Just change one letter, and I know that sounds really, really stupid, but it's the way that my mum was going to spell it, but the registrar had said normally people just call it, or just spell it with a Z, so I would spell it with an S, because that's the way my mum was going to spell it, and it would be like, if anybody was calling you like a nickname with your middle name, it would be like Elissa or something. I like that. Instead of Eliza. My friend Rachel used to call me Eliza, and I was like, no! It's okay, like, I don't know, it's okay, but I just, no, I don't, it's not for me. But if I had to completely change my name, like, instead of Naomi and Elizabeth, it would be Beth, but the thing is, that's coming from Elizabeth, because that's at the end of the name, so I like the name Beth. I don't know, I just do. So like, I used to say to people, if you want to call me something that's from my middle name, pardon me, sorry, call me Beth, but it didn't stick. People call me Naz or Nomi or Noom as my nicknames. So anyway, then the third question is, if you could go back in time and give yourself advice, what would it be and why? I would say keep going to school whether you're sick or not, unless you're like really, really, really sick. I used to like, this is really bad, but I used to like fake sick because I was too scared to go to school, or I just really was bored and I just didn't want to go to school. But most of the time it was because I was scared, because I was being bullied. But I was bullied in all the schools I went to, from primary school to secondary school. The only time that the bullying stopped was when I was in tech. Now, come on. Nobody should ever get bullied. It's not nice. So bullies, don't do it anymore if you have already been doing it, because it's not nice. And I should know, because not only have I been the bully, or not only have I been bullied, but I've also been the bully, but only because I was being bullied by other people, and I was just really, I shouldn't have done it, but I had stopped when I realised I was doing exactly what people were doing to me. So, and I was actually bullying people that were younger than me for some reason. Whether they were annoying me or what, I don't know. I can't remember because it was ages ago. But there was other things that was happening to me that time as well. Not just being bullied, but anyway. I don't. Why? Because nobody should be bullied, and you do kind of have to stick up for yourself, but you also have to tell people about it, and hopefully it will get resolved. Sometimes it makes the problems worse, but it's better to speak out and say that you're being bullied than just keep it quiet to yourself. But anyway, 4, what age were you when you first learned how to blow a bubblegum bubble? Now, this is a very random question, but I must have been quite young. I might have been about 8 or 9, maybe even 10. I'm not exactly sure what age I was. I might have even been a bit younger than that. I don't know. I love them. Angelo bubblegum. I love them. You used to get them for like 2p in the shop, like just single ones. And now in Poundland you can get the big packet of them for £1, obviously. So I'll have to go into Poundland and get some. What did you want to be when you were little? I wanted to be a pop star, and I also wanted to be a teacher and a ballerina. A hairdresser. But now I would love to have a career in singing. I would really, really love. Oh, and an actress. But anyway, what I was just saying, I would love to have a career in singing. Whether it's being like famous or not, I don't care. My brother is a singer. He works on cruise ships. He is having the time of his life, obviously. But I know I did performing arts at Tech for 3 years, and yeah, so I did the singing and I did the acting and I loved it. But as much as I love acting, I don't know if I would want to do anything with it other than maybe just do shows, and like I would love to do musicals, but that would be like it. I wouldn't do like, I don't know. I tried to do musical theatre at uni, but it didn't work. I only lasted a week. I was so stressed and I just couldn't do it. I was so unfit, because you had to be really, really fit. You had to learn dances and you had to do like fitness classes and stuff, and it was really, really hard. So I don't think I would have lasted much longer really than a week, even if I had tried. But we would have seen if I had stayed on, but I didn't. So that, and I'd been ill before, so it just was really hard. It was probably worse to me than anybody else. That's just, I don't know. Anyway, what do you order at Starbucks? Now, I absolutely love Starbucks. I've got like 2 Starbucks cards because my ex-boyfriend, whenever we were, no. Actually, yeah, we were ex-boyfriend, but he was my ex-boyfriend, like, whenever he got me the cards. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he wanted to get back with me, I mean. So he was like he was like trying to buy my love, and I had already thought about that about him before. But anyway, so he got me 2 Starbucks cards. One had about £50 in it, and one had 30 in it. So I used the 51 first, and then but anyway, I've used that money from him, but I still have the cards and I still use them. Obviously I use one of them more than the other, so I love using the Starbucks cards because you get rewards. Yeah, but I know he got me into drinking it a lot more, and he got me to try the cafe chocolate mocha or something like that. I can't remember exactly what the name is, but it's something like that, or white cafe mocha, something like that. You would know if you go to Starbucks. But then I have had the caramel macchiato, and I love them both just as much. But I want to go in and try the pumpkin spice latte. So I'll have to do that like soon, maybe even next Monday, because when Morgan's at school, or I might do it on Thursday with my practice support worker, but we shall see. 7. What's the hardest you've ever laughed? Now, Katie Beach was saying, like, her answer is quite similar to mine, except I don't think snot came out my nose. But I did, I don't like saying this, I did kind of not wet myself too much, but I did a little. It wasn't embarrassing because only I knew, but still. 8. If you could play a musical instrument, which would it be and why? This is quite a hard one because my family is quite musical. My mum can play piano. My dad used to play guitar, but I never heard him play guitar because it was like whenever he was younger. He says he wished he could play it still, but he's got arthritis and he's got weird hands, like, I don't know. He's had like operations on his hands and stuff, so he can't really do it. I think he's tried, but I don't know. He probably doesn't remember the tunes. But my brother learned how to play guitar by himself. Like he taught himself about, like, I think he went on like YouTube videos and stuff, maybe, not totally sure. And my sister learned how to play the piano at school and got up to grade 6, and she's actually teaching kids how to play piano. She's like tutoring and stuff too, like proper like maths and English and stuff, and she does French, maybe some Spanish, I'm not totally sure. But anyway, so it would be between piano or guitar. Now my brother has taught he got my daughter a guitar and taught her one tune and some notes, and she hopefully will continue to try and teach her whenever he's like back home and stuff, but we will see. And my sister used to kind of teach me how to play piano, but I just couldn't read the notes at all. I know how to play like A, B and C and stuff, so I can, like, if it's written down on the tune, like on the page, then I can play the piano. So because of that, I would have to say the guitar. Yeah, the guitar, definitely. I would love to just be able to sit down and play the guitar and sing along and make videos of me playing the guitar and singing along. I would also do that with the piano, but I would love to play the guitar like properly. Like, I can't play it at all. Morgan's dad kind of tried to teach me a little bit. And he taught me how to play Fair Dagger, so I kind of remember how to do that. I've got like an electric guitar, which is a junior, so it's really for like kids, but I got it whenever I was about, I'm trying to think, I think I was 16 or maybe I was 17. I don't know, but anyway, but I've hardly played it. Then I put it up in the attic and I kind of lost it for a while. Whenever I wanted to bring it down, I went up and I couldn't find it anywhere, but I knew it was up there. But I eventually found it like years after after I first wanted it. So anyway, the 9th question is, what's your favourite thing to do when you're upset? Now, nobody likes to be upset, but it depends what you're being upset about. I normally cry, but sometimes I watch like movies just to try and cheer me up, or I listen to music, like happy stuff. Try not to get too depressed. Like if I'm upset about like love kind of things, I would try not to listen to love songs because they would make me cry even more. So yeah, so I try and listen to like different songs, like upbeat songs and stuff, and try and like dance a little bit and stuff and cheer myself up. Or if there's like a friend, whether it's a guy or girl, I would probably try and ring them and talk to them, and try and get them to cheer me up. So yeah. Though I don't know, sometimes I cry, and the best thing to do is to see if Morgan, if she's about, to see if Morgan would give me cuddles, because she would, because sometimes I've been crying and she's heard me. She comes into me and goes, "Mummy, what's wrong?" She gives me a hug and a kiss, and she wipes away my tears, and she just makes me so happy like that. If it's about her, it doesn't necessarily work all the time, but she's just so sweet and just lovely. 10. What's your favourite movie? Now, I love so many movies. Like, I really do. I don't know. Probably, like, The Little Mermaid. I love that. And I love most of Disney films. And I love A Walk to Remember with Mandy Moore in it and Shane West. And I love it. It makes me cry, and just it it's just amazing. I have got it on DVD now, so I'll need to watch it again. I did have it on a video. Yeah, and I used to go on like, was it YouTube or something? And you watch like wee clips of it because the whole video, like the whole movie wasn't on it. So I was like watching clips of it, like people put it up and things, and I was like, oh, I want to watch it. So sometimes I would like watch the clip and then I'd put it back on and watch the film, and it's good. And there's a saying from that film that well, there's two. The first one is from the Bible, and it's love is patient, love is kind, it's never boastful or something. I've forgotten the whole thing of it, but it's not too long, but it's a little bit long, and I just love it. Whenever I get married, I would love for it to kind of be in the, not in the vows, but in the, like for the, like person that's getting us married, to say it out the Bible. That would be the only like religious thing in it, because I'm not a very religious person anymore, but I just love that. I just love that saying. But anyway, oh yeah, the other saying is, love is like the wind, you can't see it, but you can feel it. And I just think that's so true. And I just, yeah. There is a couple other movies, but I can't think of them at the minute, but there's just so many. Like, I love Bambi, but that's a Disney one. I already said I love most of Disney films. My Sister's Keeper and stuff, because it's so sad, and I don't know why, but I just like sad films sometimes. Sometimes you just need to cry. Don't know. Anyway, what's your one food you could not live without? That's a tough one. Because there's like 3 types of food that I just love, and I'm not sure. Basically, it's between Chinese, Italian, like pastas and stuff, or pizza, which is to do with like the Italian, obviously. So really, but no, I would probably have to go with pizza, because you could never really, there's so many different types of pizza. I know there's so many different types of pasta, and there's so many different types of Chinese, but I've been sick of Chinese before. Like, I've just not wanted it because I've had it so many times. And the same with pasta. Like, I've gone off spaghetti before, and I've gone off spaghetti carbonara. So I'll have to go with pizza. Obviously I have gone off pizza before, but normally I just love pizza. I love Domino's pizza. I love Pizza Express. I love used to love Pizza Hut, but we don't have Pizza Hut in Korean anymore, and I haven't been in years. So, but I love Pizza Express. It's amazing, but we don't have Pizza Express in Korean. But yeah, so I think pizza would be it. I don't know what type of pizza though. Anyway, 12. What's your favourite dessert? I will have to say cheesecake. Probably like a strawberry cheesecake or a vanilla. I'm not that keen on lemon cheesecakes. I love the mint Aero ones, but my favourite would have to be the strawberry ones. Obviously I love different kind of like desserts as well, like creme brulee and just like trifle and stuff. I love desserts. I'm very sweet toothed. Yeah. I'm starting to feel sick again. What's your favourite pizza topping? Back to the pizza. I would have to say pepperoni or Hawaiian, which is ham and pineapple. And sometimes I do like pizza with like sweet corn in it. My favourite Dr. Octo pizza is the Polo one. And Morgan loves that too, though sometimes she does pick off the chicken, and I'm like, that's the whole point of the pizza, because Polo means Polo means chicken. And she's like, I don't want all of it. But anyway. 14. Would you rather have Would you rather have superpowers to read minds or be invisible? Now, I used to say to people that I would love to be invisible. Now, but I love to read minds. I can kind of read some people's minds. But I can't read them completely, like 100%. I can only kind of guess what they're thinking. Sometimes if it's somebody I like and they like me or whatever, we sometimes say the same thing. Like family as well. Like we would sometimes just say the same thing at the same time. It's so funny. And I love it. I love doing that. But it's just because we can read each other's minds, because we are like so alike. So I would have to say read minds. Being invisible sometimes I would think is a little bit freaky. But I used to want to be invisible. Don't know. 15. What did you do for your last birthday? I honestly can't remember. I probably went out to table, but I'm not totally sure. For a meal. I don't think I went out. But it'll be my birthday in 10 days. So I will let you know what I did, and I'll tell you what I got. Probably show you if I can. It depends what kind of things I get. Pardon me. Then 16 is, if you had one selfish wish, what would it be and why? Now these last two questions are quite hard. One selfish wish, what would it be and why? I don't know. Sometimes I hate being like a single mom, but that's probably not really selfish, because obviously I would have loved, like, obviously not now, because he's an idiot, but obviously I would have loved to have had a proper family, like Morgan's dad and that, but I don't like him like that anymore, and we've not talked in years. Like, basically ever since we split up, we haven't talked. But this is really hard. I want Morgan to be able to look up to like a guy, like figure, like Obviously, I wouldn't let her call anybody else dad other than her dad. So, but hopefully whenever I get a guy and we get married and stuff, then she will look up to him and love him just as much as her real dad. Obviously not totally the same, but we shall see. But I don't think that's really selfish, because it's about Morgan too. It's not about me, really. Obviously I hate being alone, but I'm not 100% alone because I've got her and I've got the rest of my family. 17. If you were a Pokemon, what would you be called and what would you look like? This is really hard because I would have loved to have been like a singing Pokemon, but you can't really have two singing Pokemons, can you? I loved Pokemons, and Morgan kind of likes it too, but she doesn't really watch it that much anymore. She's always Minecraft this, Minecraft that. And she's got a channel, by the way, and she's probably going to talk about Minecraft loads. So if you like Minecraft, then you might want to go and check her out. That, and we're probably going to do more like challenge videos. But I'm still thinking about this Pokemon thing. What would you be called and what would you look like? I would probably be like something. I'd probably look like a dinosaur or something like that. I know that sounds weird. Or I could look like a cat, but then there's Meowth, so I don't know. This is really hard. I would probably be pink and black though, because they're my favourite colours. I don't know. I would probably be a bit of a drama queen. You see, the reason why I was saying about a dinosaur, I would be like Nazosaurus. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Nazosaurus. I think that's really cool. Nazosaurus. But I'm still not 100% sure what I would look like. But if I did kind of look like a little bit of a dinosaur. But I love cats, so I don't know. This is really hard, so I can't finish the question. But so that's all 17 questions. That last one was really hard. But yeah, I hope you like this, and I tag Danielle, my friend Danny Bear, that's the same person, but anyway. And I also tag Jen Cat Smiles, if she hasn't done it already. And I also tag Elise Cat. And me and Elise Cat are doing a box swap at the minute, and she's in America. It did cost quite a bit to send it, but I've sent it. Though the only thing is it will take about 10 days. So she hasn't actually sent hers yet, but hopefully she'll send it soon and it won't take as long as mine. Like, as long as mine will or something. I don't know. But anyway. So I can't wait. It'll be so good. I'm just kind of tired because I woke up before 8 o'clock again, like 7ish. So that's 2 days in a row that I've woke up about 7ish. I do set my alarm for like 7 or 7:30, but sometimes I don't hear them, or I just kind of turn off the alarm and go roll over and go back to sleep for like a bit. But anyway, that is this video. I also tag people who haven't done this and they want to do it, so yeah. If you want me to put the questions down below, I will do. I probably will do that anyway. Yeah, because I had to write all the questions down from when Katie was saying it. So I was like, oh, when's the next question and stuff like that. But it was really interesting. I love like getting to know people like that I watch. Like sometimes you watch and you don't really know them that well, and you, like if they do like question and answers and stuff like that, then you get to know them better, and I love that. And that's why I wanted to do more question videos. So there we go. Bye.